Hi, this is Mrs. Mars recording another higher level GCSE maths question. That's come from Edexcel paper. It's non-calc. If you're doing this topic by topic, it is circle theorems. Why is circle? Two C's. Circle theorems. Apologies. My maths is better than my spelling. So always read this bit. Check it's on the diagram. So B, C, and D are points on the circumference. So B, C, D on the circumference. Centre O. AB and AD are tangents to the circle. DAB is 50 degrees. Work out the angle of BCD. So BCD is that one there. Now it's worth 4 marks, but take care and look at this bit. Give a reason. Now I know we've done some angles questions before. What I'd suggest you do is fill in everything you can first, then go back and work out the angles. So the first circle theorem you need to know, and we often refer to it as the tangent or the kite theorem, is that this point here, this line must be a radius. So because it goes from the centre to the circumference, we've got radius here, we've got radius here. So that length there has got to be the same as that length there. Okay. Now the other rule that we know is that when we have a point outside, the tangent, okay, the two tangents from those points are equal distance. That's why we call it the kite theorem, because if you look at what I've made here, I made a kite. Now the reason I can't use single dash is because I don't know that that distance there is the same as that one there. What I do know is that's the same as that, and that one's the same as that one. Okay, so I always say try and look for word associations. There's a circle theorem that says the angle between the radius and the tangent is always 90 degrees. So that's a 90 degree angle there, it's a 90 degree angle there. Okay. Now, there are various different ways of doing this, but I always try the path of least offence. So, I fill in everything I can first, and then normally that means I find the answer. So, what I've got is this kite. Now, kite, okay, apart from being a special one, is actually just a type of quadrilateral. And we know that angles in a quadrilateral add up to 360 degrees. So, I've got 90 plus 90 plus 50. So, 180 plus the 50 is 230. All of these add up to 360. So, 360, take away the 230, it's 130 degrees. And before you proceed, say to yourself, does that look like 130 degrees? Okay. Now, the next thing you've got here is an arrow. Okay. So remember, we've got we often look for bow, arrow and stuff like that, but this looks like an arrowhead, or it is an arrowhead. Okay. And the other circle theorem that we need to learn is that the angle at the circumference is half the angle, what we call subtended. I think it was hanging down from the centre. So this angle here is double this one here, or this one is half of this one here. A lot of people muddle them up, but I say to them, okay, say you doubled that and thought that was 260, you'd think, hang on a second, it's more than 90. So it's going to be halving going this way. So 130 divided by 2 is 65 degrees, which is your angle BCD. Now you're probably thinking, oh, thank goodness, that was not too bad for a 4-mark question, but you have not given a reason. Remember, when you're asked to give a reason for something, you don't just go 65. And I know I've used this example before, but if you rock up late and you're told to be in at a certain time and you rock up 5 hours later and your parents say, well, explain yourself, give a reason where you've been. You won't go 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Words will start coming out, and there probably will be lies, but they will be words. So you need to give words. So let's go back and think, well, why did I do this? Okay, well, that's because angles in a quadrilateral add to 360. Okay, now here, why did I halve that? Okay, so the angle at the circumference is half the angle at the centre. Okay, I think, where do we get anything else from? Well, hang on, where do these 90s come from? Oh, okay, so these 90s came from the angle between radius and the tangent is 90 degrees. Okay, and you could mention the kite, but to be fair, you've given everything you needed because you've only used that 90. Okay, you haven't really needed to use the kite bit. You just needed to know it was a quadrilateral. So anyway, I hope that helped, but always fill in these bits first. Okay, so if you've got any centres, look for radii. Okay, look for word associations. So we've got bows, and And what I'll try and do is I'll try and find another one which got a few more of the circle theorem rules in. But I hope you're revising hard. I had a little sort through some stuff today and I found all the lovely cards that you guys, if you're my old year 11s, gave me. It's really sweet. So I've had an awful day, but that has really cheered me up. So I hope you're taking care of one another, and I will be back soon. Take care. Bye bye.